Critter Corner with Mona and Kenya. Hi, welcome to Critter Corner, where I bring my indoors to you. Today we're celebrating STEM National Holiday. Now STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Now when I tell people that I educate children about wildlife for a living, they often ask me a lot if it's a passion I follow or if I even got a degree in it. And the answer is both. I am passionate about wildlife and I also have a degree in it. I majored in wildlife biology. That makes me a woman of STEM. And it's my great pleasure to introduce you through a book, Another Woman of STEM, Jane Goodall. We'll get to know Jane Goodall through the book, MeJane. I know who she is. I love her so much. You do, Mona? Oh, yes, so much. Why is that? Gosh, she's a primatologist. What is a primatologist? Really? Well, I mean, for the critters, I know what it means. But some people out there might not know what a primatologist is. Oh, okay. It's somebody who studies primates for a living. Yeah, exactly. She helped the world know that apes and humans aren't that different after all, and that we have our own personalities. Yeah, exactly. Way to go, Mona. Good job. She's also great because she shows that girls rule. Back in her day, when Jane was a young girl, it wasn't really acceptable to be a scientist. Most women were expected to become secretaries, nurses, stay-at-home moms. It's a very different world nowadays. But Jane Goodall was one of the many women of STEM that came out during this time that helped revolutionize the way we look at science today. So I am very happy and thrilled to share with you and you this book, MeJane, by Patrick McDonnell. Oh, I can't wait to read it. Yeah, I think you and I should read this book together. What do you say? I would love that. Okay, well, go and sit down and we can get started. Okay. Thank you. Oh. I've never seen her so excited. I'm really excited for this book. Ooh, beautiful. This reminds me of designs you can find in Africa. MeJane. Oh, look it. That must be her as a kid. Look what she's holding. Yeah, it's a little stuffed animal, isn't it? Jane had a stuffed toy chimpanzee named Jubilee. Here, Jane. She cherished Jubilee, took him everywhere she went, and Jane loved to be outside. You can tell, Jane. She watched birds making their nests, spiders spinning their webs, and squirrels chasing another up and down the trees. Jane learned all that she could about animals and plants she studied in her backyard and read about in books. Oh, look it. Looks like she's making notes, huh? Wow! Even as a kid, she was smart. Yeah, look at that. Wild bird puzzle. Jumbled bird puzzle. Looks like she made a little word puzzle there. Drawing of an alligator. Pterodactyl versus an eagle wing. What's the difference, right? Oh, look. Cobra's page. Cobra alligator knowledge. Let's read a few of them. What do mice eat? What do crows eat? What do cows eat? What is a baby dog called? Here is something to pass time away, Cobra. You just join up the dots and see what happens. Then if you like, you can color the picture it comes out. Well, enjoy yourself, Cobra. And it says, start here. Oh, wow, look it. I wonder if she actually made all of these drawings. One day, curious Jane wondered where eggs came from. So she and Jubilee snuck into Grandma's Nut's chicken coop, hid behind some straw, stayed very still. Oh, looks like a chicken's coming out, and observed a miracle. Look, it laid an egg. It was a magical world, full of joy and wonder, and Jane felt very much part of it. Well, look, she's enjoying the outside. Ew. In the grass where it's all itchy. Jane often climbed her favorite tree, which she named Beech. She would lay her cheek against its trunk and seem to feel the sap flowing beneath the bark. Jane could feel her own heart beating, beating, beating. Can you feel your own heart? Like Jane did in the tree, in the quiet nature? With the wind in her hair, she read and reread the books about Tarzan of the Apes, in which another girl, also named Jane, lived in the jungles of Africa. Oh, how funny is that? What a coincidence. Jane dreamed of a life in Africa too. Life in Africa. Look at, she's imagining her house in Africa, how it would look. Look at, that's Peanut, that's Kenya, and there's a tiger. Elephants roaming around, giraffes roaming around, and even tigers hiding in the bushes. A life living with and helping all animals. At night, Jane would tuck Jubilee into bed, say her prayers. And fall asleep. To awake one day to her dream come true. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's interacting with us. Yeah. The end. Oh, look. About Jane Goodall. Maybe I'll just read the first part of it. When Jane Goodall was 10 years old, she decided that when she grew up, she would want to go to Africa to live with the animals and write about them. Almost everyone told her this goal was impossible. Her family had little money, and she was a girl in a time when girls were not encouraged to pursue adventurous careers. But her mother encouraged her to follow her dream. When Jane finished school, she continued to learn about Africa and worked hard to save enough money to go there. She finally arrived in 1957, met famed anthropologist Louis Leakey, and began studying chimpanzees at the Gombe Stream Game Reserve, now known as Gombe Stream National Park in Tanzania, in 1960. One of Jane's important observations of her discovery that chimpanzees were able to make and use tools. Until this time, experts thought only humans were able to do so. But based on Jane's remarkable studies, the world was forced to rethink what makes humans different from animals. She wrote about these discoveries and countless other observations in her 1986 book, The Chimpanzee of Gombe, Patterns of Behavior. Oh, look it. A message from Jane herself, the lady the book is based by. Let's read it. Each one of us makes a difference. We cannot live a single day without making an impact on the world around us. And we have a choice as to what sort of difference we make. The life of each one of us matters in the scheme of things, and I encourage everyone, especially young people, to make the world a better place for people, animals, and the environment. Children are motivated when they can see other positive results their hard work can have. As I travel, I meet hundreds of Roots and Shoots groups. They are always eager to tell Dr. Jane what they've been doing and how they are making a difference in their communities. Whether they've had done something simple, like recycling or collecting trash, or something that requires a great deal of effort, like restoring a wetland or raising money for street children or our local dog shelter, they are a continual source of inspiration for me and for other children around the world. I invite you to get involved. Sincerely, Jane Goodall. Last page. Oh, it went by so fast. Yeah. It says art notes. Page features a cartoon that Jane Goodall made of her life in the forest of Gombe Stream Game Reserve. Readers will also find 2 facing pages of drawings and puzzles that Jane herself created when she was a young girl. That's what we saw earlier. So she did make those up, huh? She led a club called Alligator Society. Throughout the book, ornamental engravings from the 19th and early 20th century, from the 19th and early 20th centuries are included, collectively invoking Jane's lifelong passion for detailed scientific observation of nature. Look, she's sleeping and there's an ape reading a book about probably what her notes are about. The end. I loved it. You did? Yeah. It was amazing it was just amazing as I thought it would be. Really now? Yeah. I love that she was able to follow her dreams. Yeah, and I loved the message she shared, that we all have an impact in this world, and it's our choice to make it a good one or a bad one. Yeah, such an inspiration. Like recycling, or even not littering. Exactly. Small actions like those are one way to make a difference in this world. See, I got you, cuz. Thank you, cousin. Supporting the one that's done today. Woohoo! Girl, tell her! Alright, I think it's about time we sign off then, guys. I think we did great covering STEM Day today. We sure did. Yeah. Alright, bye, critters. We'll see you next time. You did great, cousin. You did great, cousin. You did great, cousin. You too. Maybe next time we can do those. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. Next year. Bye, critters. Till next time.